So, welcome everyone. This is the first time I ever did this video. Well, this is obviously my first video on my channel, so welcome if you see this. I thought that I also started getting into the habit of doing these travel vlogs. I don't know what it was, maybe watching a lot of these vlogs from a lot of famous YouTubers, shout out to them, awesome content. Or just that I am a big travel enthusiast. I love traveling, I love going around the world. Or maybe that my very good friend of mine, actually, VHR Vlogs, which you can find on YouTube as well, go check it out, subscribe, bam, first plug already in the first video like a professional. Also does these videos when we are on holidays, and I think they're really cool. And I don't know, in the last holiday we get together where we went to, I'll show you where we went. The United States of fuck yeah, America. So yeah, when we went on that holiday, I kind of had that moment when we were talking about these vlogs, and I was like, you know what? It's actually really cool. And I thought, you know what? I might want to start doing this myself. You know, can you tell I like traveling? You even have this map where you can scribble away the places where you've been. It's actually not up to date because Turkey still needs to be scribbled off. I've been there recently for the first time. Iceland as well, that actually was last year. And this time, a lot of this part here from the US and even a little bit here from Canada, I can also scribble off. So, I love traveling, okay? So actually I wanted to do these videos for two reasons. And those were, on the one hand, to keep a record of my holidays so that years on I can watch them again, rediscover my holidays. So I thought that's just a very cool thing. And then, you know, I could just share my holidays with the rest of you guys. You know, just share my experiences, share what I found, what I discovered, what maybe you should avoid doing, what you maybe should definitely do, you know? And just share that with you guys. And I think that's just a very cool idea because there's so many cool hidden things in the world that you can discover when you just go a little bit off the given path, the given mass tourism path, you know? Because if there's something I personally always try to do when I go with my friends, so I always say, when I call him Manfred, you know, I mean VHR vlogs. But whenever I go with my friend on holidays, we always try to go a bit off the norm, you know? You know, many people here in Austria especially, when they go on holidays in the summer, for example, they're like, you know, beach holiday, you know, we go to Croatia, to Italy, to the classic beaches where like masses of people are. So there's so much cool stuff out there to just discover. And I think it's cool, you know, to share your opinions, share the things you found. So you maybe can discover them too. So, what is the first trip that we'll share with you guys? The first trip will actually be a very big one. So as I already said, recently I already went on a big vacation with a friend of mine to USA and to Canada. So we went through the East Coast from New York all up to Chicago, then to Toronto and then back New York with a lot of mini stations along the way. So quite a big trip. I was there for 3 weeks, with my friend. We were traveling all around. It was very nice, very cool. And now it's time for another big road trip. So this year, this summer especially, has been really crazy when it comes to holidays. I mean, I love traveling. I go on many holidays. A lot of my friends are always like, whenever there's a holiday, they're like, so David, will you go this time again on holiday somewhere else in the world? And I'm like, yeah. There are not a lot of free days where I'm not somewhere else. I just love traveling, as I said. So what are we gonna do? I already was for 3 weeks in the United States of America and Canada, and for many people those would have been a really big trip, and they were like, okay, it's time to maybe chill down, take 2 weeks or take the rest of the summer holidays and rest, you know. But here I am like now 4 days back from that holiday, and I'm like, it's time for the next big trip. So our plan is to take the car and drive from Austria all the way to Germany, then to the Netherlands, then France, then England. Will be a lot in the United Kingdom, then we'll come back to France, go to the capital of France, and then we'll go all the way to Switzerland. I've never been there yet. I'm very excited for the first time to finally go there. I always wanted to go there. So finally we'll go to Switzerland, to Geneva. It's also something very cool, because if there's something I am and I also really enjoy as a hobby, it is watches. So Geneva is of course the perfect place for watch enthusiasts. So yes, that will be also very exciting. And then we will go back to Italy. We will go to Milan. We will go to, is it Milan? Do you say Milan in English? I don't know, Google it. Mailand, German to English, you'll find it. We'll go there, then we'll go to Venice. Also very excited to go to Venice again, because, I mean, the legends say I was there as a child. However, I honestly cannot remember at all, so for me it's kind of a first experience, although it actually is the second. And after that, we'll go up to Verona in Italy, so northern Italy, just to chill the last days of our holidays. I think it's 3 to 4 days, just chilling at the beach, relaxing from all the city touring, city walking, because we're going through a lot of big cities. So, for example, we'll go through Frankfurt, we'll go through London, we'll go through France, so Paris, and go through Geneva, Venice. A lot of walking. I think we'll walk a lot of kilometers. So I will definitely tell you guys how many miles we walked. Or no, I'm not going to tell you how many miles we walked. I'm sorry, Americans, everyone watching. I know you love your miles and your non-metric stuff, but here in Europe, we're normal. That will be very interesting if we can actually beat the kilometers we walked in America. I'm not sure if we will, because my friend and I, we really walked a lot. Just to give you an estimate, we walked in 21 days, or 22 days, we were able to walk over 200 kilometers. So that's really a lot. So we'll see if we can beat it, because we're longer on holiday this time. We're almost 4.5 weeks, so 30 days on holidays, a big road trip. So I'm very excited. I'm also very excited to drive with my parents through Europe. I think it will be a very cool thing. And the luggage is of course ready. I've put everything in, double checked this time. I forgot it in America, by the way. America. Got it in America, of course you gotta get it. Gotta be the typical tourist, gotta be. This time finally, since we're going to United Kingdom, power adapter, very important. I forgot this in the USA and had to buy me another one. Was a bit of a shame, but you know, it's something you can manage. And then just here, another rucksack full of stuff, my AirPods, iPad, nothing more actually. I won't bring a lot of technology with me, I know I'm such a tech buff, just my phone and my iPad, I think that's all I need, and this camera right here. And just here, a few shoes. So, actually, might sound like it's a lot. I mean, it's not that much to carry. That was the goal, that I don't need to, whenever we get to a hotel or an Airbnb, that I always have to like drag along 50 different pieces. That was my goal, to be able to not have to do that. And I think I achieved that. It's only 3 things. And one of them I can just put on my shoulders. So it should be quite easy to carry. So yeah, I am ready for the road trip. I'm very excited. And for the first time ever, and I'm also excited for that, I'll document it for you guys, for me and for you. So we'll see what happens on the trip. I'm very excited. I can't wait. Who knows what we'll discover, what will happen. We'll see together. So see you, because now I'll hit the bed. I need to go to bed. I will see you tomorrow in the morning. Goodbye. Don't know why I said that so epic. We'll see you.